So a few weeks ago, my wife Erica ran 20:03 for 5K in her second race back since giving birth to our daughter about 11 months ago. She ran a super smart negative split race, starting in the back, trusting her fitness and her strategy, and passing fading competitors with each and every lap. She made a big move with 300 to go, closing her final 200 meters in 38 seconds, moving her up from 4th to 3rd place at the line. This was a race against college athletes with the Brown Running Club, the Bruno's Backyard Classic, and I'm super impressed by her performance. Today I'm going to be talking about trusting your experience, believing in your plan, and executing what you know you can do. Welcome to the Knight and Runs podcast. I'm Coach Chris Knighton. Thanks for being here. Today's episode of the Knight and Runs podcast is brought to you by the Knight and Runs training group on Patreon. If you'd like to download training plans that are based upon a lot of the content I'm going to be talking about today and join my community of athletes and get support from me as you go about your training, just go to patreon.com/knightandruns and you can sign up right away. I want to give a big shout out to 4 of our newest members of the training group. Bethany, McKenna, Mike, and Letty all joined since I recorded the last episode, and I want to welcome you to the team and good luck in all of your upcoming races and training this summer and fall. Trust your experience. This was Erica's second race since giving birth to our daughter about 11 months ago. And she improved about 25 seconds in this 5K since the first race that she did. She's steadily working back towards her PRs. And it's awesome to see. Erica's a very experienced racer. She's been running for, I guess, close to 20 years. And she's really, really smart. You know, every run you go on is an experience that you build. You're training not just your body, but your mind. And you're convincing yourself with every run that you go on that you can do what you're trying to do. When you complete a run, whether it went good or went bad, you did it. And if you're following good training and being consistent and enjoying it, the vast majority of those runs are going to go well. When you line up for a race, if you've put in the training, then you can absolutely do what your goal is to do there on that day. If you've set realistic goals for yourself, if you've made a plan, you can absolutely do it. If you've done the right training, you're physically prepared. And you should be mentally prepared as well because you can trust your experience. You've done workouts. You've run tempos, you've run intervals, you've run long runs, you've run easy runs, recovery runs. You've felt hard days, you've felt easy days. There's been days with bad weather, days that were endlessly flat and boring, days that were hilly, days that the sun was shining and you absolutely loved. You've been through all of the experiences, good and bad. And no matter what the conditions are when you line up for your race, you've prepared for it. You've done tough workouts in tough conditions. You've had great runs on great days. You've had days where you probably didn't want to run at all, but you did it anyway because you knew you would feel better for having done so, and you did that. You made a plan before your race. And if you're a good athlete, you stick to your plan. Something that I tell to my athletes all the time when I'm coaching them is most of your competitors are terrible racers. And I believe that. Most people who enter races are going to race idiotic. They're going to start way too fast. They're not going to follow their plan. They're going to blow up. They're not going to make smart moves. And this is just the fact. You know, if you have a race, track race, Erica's race, 15 people in it, she started in last place. She finished in third place. Steadily, with each lap, she was passing people. How? She was just running an even pace. She picked it up a little bit towards the end, but she was just running a sensible pace that we knew she could run. We looked at her competition. We saw what her seed time was and where she ranked up. She was actually top seed in the race. So I was like, okay, Erica, you're top seed in this race. Good chance you can win this race or be top 3. But don't lead it. Don't be stupid. If you're the fastest person here, let's see it. You have a plan. Go your pace. Start a little conservative. Don't start too fast. Pick people off. Finish strong. And that's exactly what she did. Often people think that the outcome of a race depends on where you are after 200 meters or a mile in a road race. It's ridiculous. It doesn't matter where you are after 200 meters or a mile. I mean, yeah, maybe if you're really battling for the win, like you don't want to be way off the back, but as long as people are within contact, you're fine. And if you're more just kind of time trialing or running by yourself or drawing energy from the competition, starting way too fast is just idiotic. So if you're a good athlete, know this. Know that most of your competition is going to do stupid things. They're not going to race smart. And know that you are experienced and trust that. Trust your plan, trust your strategy, follow through with it. I told Erica to be in last place after 200 meters. And I think she was in second to last. And in a 5,000 meter race, there's 12 and a half laps. She was basically picking people off every single lap. Moved from second to last to fourth. And with 400 meters to go, started to make a big move with 300 meters to go, really picked it up, and went into a full-out sprint in her final 200 meters, closing that last 200 meters faster than any in the entire race, and then picking off one last competitor and moving up into third place and winning a medal right before the line. She raced phenomenally, and the two people who beat her were better athletes on the day, but Erica raced better than everyone she beat because she raced smart. She didn't blow up. She had a plan and she stuck to it. She had the confidence to know that not being in first place or not being in third place 2 minutes into the race was fine because she was running a 20-minute race. And the only thing that matters is where you finish at the finish. You don't want to be the hunted. You don't want to be the person way out there who's struggling to hang on. You want to be the person who's confidently moving up, trusting in their ability, knowing that they have more to give, and then at the right times, making the moves you need to make to move up in the pack and run your best. Most athletes can't do this. They don't do this. They don't have the confidence to do this. So they just have one losing strategy, which is to go out hard and try to hang on. And the way that you become a great athlete is to trust in your experience, take all the lessons that you've learned through every day in training, good or bad, and draw from those when it comes to your race day. Know that you're physically prepared, you're mentally prepared. If you've done all the right things in training that you are supposed to do, then you are absolutely ready for your race. You're ready to execute on a plan, a smart plan, and you're going to stick to it. You're going to be comfortable at the beginning. You're not going to get carried away and throw it out the window. You're going to be able to adapt as things come up because, not everything's always going to go according to plan, but you at least want to start with it and adapt as needed. And if you can do that, if you've trained your best, if you've come up with a good strategy for your race, and you have the confidence to actually follow through with your plan, regardless of what your competition is doing in the early stages of a race, and regardless of how you feel at the beginning of a race, then you are without a doubt going to run the best race possible for you on the day, and you're going to be proud of it. Again, Erica ran 20:03 in 5,000 meters. Huge PR since giving birth to our daughter. She started basically in last place after 200 meters, picked people off, finished all the way in third by running a steady and slightly progressive race. All of her competition faded because they went out way too hard. They didn't have a good plan. They didn't trust their fitness. They didn't have a sound strategy. And they lost the race because of that. So beginners do this. Beginners run stupid. And I tell this to my athletes. You're not a beginner anymore. Most people run stupid. Most people run like idiots. That's not you. You're smart. As you become a more intermediate runner, you start to do these things, and then as you become a very advanced runner, you have complete trust and confidence in your ability on race day, and you're never going to make these kind of mistakes again. So great job, Erica, and I hope sharing this lesson today will help you think about a past race experience that you've had. Maybe it's one where you did take this blind eye strategy, or you threw your plan out the window at the very beginning, or you didn't believe in yourself, and maybe you can just be a little bit better next time, become a little bit more advanced in your trust. And when you do that, you're going to become a better runner with each racing experience that you have. All right, and that's my lesson for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, I'd love it if you could just leave a quick review on your listening platform. That helps share this podcast with others who will benefit from it as well. And I want to leave you with 3 different ways that you can take your running further right now. First off, I want to encourage you to get a copy of my book, Run Faster Marathons, The Proven Path to PR. It's available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle format. Or if you'd like to get a free digital download copy of it, you can just go to nightandruns.com and sign up for my email list, and I'll send you a copy. The second thing is, if you want to take the lesson that I shared today to heart and start training better, check out the Night and Runs training group on Patreon. When you join that, you can get training plans for your next race, get your questions answered by me and my community, and get support along your running journey. And if you're interested in potentially working with me one-on-one, I do offer online run coaching, and I always have a spot or 2 open for the right athlete for that. So if you're interested in applying, just go to nightandruns.com/coaching. You can learn about how it works and apply on there if you'd like. Hope your running is going well, and keep up the good work. If you're listening to this, you're already in the top 1% of runners out there. You're doing the right things that you need to be doing to improve, and you can take it even further. So keep it up. Bye.